everyone, welcome back to the Critic-Verse. Today we're concluding our recap and review of Gen V Season 1 with Episode 8, the finale, titled Guardians of Godolkin. Now, before we get to the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to look back on previous Gen V reviews, to keep updated on all things Critic-Verse, and to help me reach my current goal of 500 subscribers. Also, I hope you've seen the episode, and even though I do recap it, it's no substitute for the source media, and it will contain spoilers. Now, on to the video. The episode is once again titled Guardians of Godolkin, and this is in reference to the title that was given to Andre and Marie, and later just Marie, when they were pushed into the limelight after the Golden Boy incident. But this name now doesn't just belong to Marie, but to most of her friends as they try their best to stop Kate, Sam, and the rest of the Woods escapees from going on a human killing spree. The episode starts off immediately where the last one ended, with Kate hearing her friends' thoughts after she made Shetty take her own life. Kate tries to rationalize her actions before she says she's going to free the Soups held in the woods, and Sam leaves with her. Marie believes it's up to them to stop Sam and Kate. Andre is told his father's powers cause deterioration in his brain, and the same is happening to him with his powers. His father still wants him to take over as Polarity and apologizes for the woods. Ashley and the Board of Trustees want to push a student into the 7 to boost PR for God U. Ever since the Golden Boy incident, admissions and applications have been down. Kate and Sam enter the woods, killing the guards and freeing the detainees, offering them a chance to finally see the sunlight. And Sam hallucinates his brother as his new consciousness, as he seems to have pushed Emma aside. The Woods detainees go on a killing spree, killing any human they can find. And it turns out Social Media Jeff is just a cover, as he uses a handheld sonic device and micro explosives to take down one of the Wood Soups, before getting caught by Kate's touch. Kate then has Jeff do a live stream where he takes and activates one of his own micro explosives, and I think they could have done more with the live stream, but more on that later. Sam interrupts the acting class, and before he kills everyone's favorite director, Emma stops him. The couple then have an intense breakup scene where Sam says a lot of hurtful things to Emma and makes her feel small. Sam is questioning his actions as his conscience in the form of his brother Luke, and while Kate offers to help, taking his emotions away. As the carnage goes on, Marie activates the panic button in Shetty's office, which locks down the dorms and plays the anti-soup frequency throughout the campus. One of the Woods Soups has sonic powers of his own, and he's able to disable the frequency device. Ashley orders her assistant to call Homelander and the rest of the trustees to call the other 7 candidates, offering a spot on the 7 in exchange for taking down the Woods escapees. Ashley contacts Marie directly with the 7 offer, but sweetens the pot, trying to offer to set up a meeting with her sister. Kate uses a soup to take down Ashley's rescue chopper, but Andre manages to safely land the chopper at the risk of his own health. Kate using Maverick to hold off Marie while Andre chases after her, but then Marie is able to use the blood sense that she learned from Newman in the last episode to take Maverick down while invisible. Andre tries to reach Kate, but he can't trust her touch and gets attacked by emotionless Sam, and is able to take a beating and even dish out some himself, and manages to take Sam down with one of the stun batons from Vought before passing out. Marie makes one final attempt to reach Kate, and Kate tries to reach back, only for them to see Jordan being outnumbered, which Marie then gives up and goes to help. She gives one of the Woods escapees heart failure, and Jordan subdues another one. And as the last one makes his way to the chopper with the trustees, Marie then uses all the blood around her to send a barrage of blood daggers in their direction, killing the wood soup, and it's pretty sick. As Marie and Jordan head towards each other, Kate appears, about to touch Jordan, but Marie explodes her arm before she can fully make contact. Just then, Homelander arrives and everything stops because you don't know what's going to happen now. And him being the biggest pro soup out there puts the fault on Marie and Jordan, killing their own kind, and lasers Marie. The episode ends with the massacre being blamed on Marie, Andre, Jordan, and Emma, and Sam and Kate are praised as the new guardians of Godolkin. Boy, that feels racially motivated. But Marie wakes up in a doorless cell with her co-conspirators. End of episode. Man, what an insane finale to Gen V's crazy freshman season. And season 2 already being confirmed. And with them also saying that The Boys season 4 is set to pick up days after this finale. Teased by Butcher investigating the Woods in the mid-credit scene. Now, a couple of things I want to talk about in the episode. Jordan versus Sam is an interesting debate right now, as the question who would win is brought up in the opening terms of the episode. I believe in terms of raw strength, Sam has the advantage, as noted to be stronger than his brother Golden Boy, or Luke, and seeing as Golden Boy took out or incapacitated Jordan in the first episode, seems that Sam would stand a better chance. But Jordan has the advantage in training that Sam doesn't, which is why he was able to, or they were temporarily able to best Sam in episode 4. And it doesn't help when Sam gets taken out by Andre later in the episode, but remember, he was taken out by a stun baton made by Vought, so it's clearly not just like some regular taser. Speaking of Andre, he's the character I've seen get the most hate online, and that's mainly due with the actor's social media views and people not being able to differentiate actor from character. But also, people view his character sort of as an afterthought, but now with the revelation that his powers are killing him slowly with every use, I hope people can see that he really is trying to do good, seeing as he still showed up to help, even though it caused him some significant damage, or at least it looked like it hurt. Also, a funny Easter egg for the character is that on his resume, it lists special skills. Under special skills, it lists British accent, and that's a reference to how the actor is actually British in real life, and fans complain about the cadence of his American accent, but not most of them probably don't realize that it is just an accent while he's not even from America. And one thing I gotta note, Sam doesn't see a single puppet in this episode, removing his usual mental defense for when he kills people. So he loses that excuse. And why he palms the guy's brain matter in his hands in the earlier part of the episode, because he'll usually see puppet material, but he doesn't this time around. It's probably also why his mind tries to use Luke as his conscience to get through to him as he pushes away Emma in this episode. And Luke and Kate later in the episode are like the devil and angel on Sam's shoulders, and he chooses Kate, and she uses her powers on him despite him not wanting her to touch him episodes earlier. It's also his last lines in the episode despite still being on screen. After Sam berates Emma on her need to be liked, she subconsciously shrinks without purging, showing her powers weren't linked to purging or consuming food, but how she feels. And when she feels small, she'll shrink. Or when she's feeling big, she'll grow. Kind of like an evolution for the character. And going back a bit in the timeline, when Kate and Sam were freeing the wood soups, there's a soup that seems really sweaty. And if you remember in episode 7, he was one of the soups that they used to test on how contagious the virus was, throwing him in the cell with all the other soups and the infected soup, Andy. And when they were testing how contagious the virus was, his sweating could be due to the fact that he is infected. And I don't believe that the others that were in the cell with him were shown again in this episode. Showing, kind of hinting at they might have passed, as there was a bald woman in there pleading to get out, but she's not shown when they release the Woods escapees. But also, he dies by the end of the episode, foaming at the mouth when Jordan chokes him out. So he could have potentially passed the virus because it's supposed to have spread through bodily contact. Now also, Kate uses social media Jeff to show how powerful they are, but that felt a little bit of a waste, as it could have sent a stronger message had they made him like say some things, like some stuff like what Shetty told them what the school was really about, how it wasn't meant for them to study but for the school to study them, which could potentially further damage God U's rep, which was already broken since the first episode. Sam and Emma's argument in the theater class felt like two theater performers performing a scene, especially with the lighting coming down on them and everything. It's really interesting how the 3 of the 4 soups blamed for the massacre were POC characters, and Sam and Kate are their new heroes. But man, Homelander ain't beating those Stormfront allegations anytime soon. But hey, that's all I have for this finale. I love this first season and I can't wait for season 2. Let me know what you enjoyed about this season in the comments. Thanks for joining me in the Critic-Verse, and I'll see you next time.